Poppin' guys, Sean Don is back with my final technical analysis of the day for the time being. Here we have Tristan Johnson throwing the weight. Yet again, one of the newest members of SDTC. He goes to a Division III school in Virginia, and yeah, he throws all the events: shot, disc, weight, hammer, javelin. But yeah, like I said, here's a weight technical analysis. I really wanted to do a technical analysis on your hammer throw, Tristan, because I think that looks better. But for the time being, weight is the focus. So yeah, that's what we're going to focus on. It's indoor season. Let's review this weight video. Tristan said he's been to the Ironwood Throws Camp. Shout out Ironwood Track Club. That's my track club. For I think the past 3 years, he said. And he's worked with Justin Rohde a little bit, who I've also worked with, and then even Eric Johnson of Arete Throws. So he has a good idea of what good technique is. Excited to work with you, Tristan. And honestly, seeing this video, I think you have a lot of potential. There's some good things here. With just like some little tweaks and some practice over time, you're gonna throw far. And so yeah, so let's break it down. So sling start, bump start off the hip is good. Posture is decent, as you can see. So you start initially on this bump start. Your weight's about 60% on your right side, 40% on your left side, and that's totally fine, because as you come back through, you shift back over to your left side. And now you're about 50-50. I would say try to set up, and so this is just like a nice, easy, simple sling start, bump start. So for everybody out there watching, this is just how it should be done. Not super aggressive, just nice and relaxed and methodical. Pretty solid balance. I would say try to have more weight on your left side. So like right now, as the ball comes through zero, it looks about 50-50. I would make it just like a little bit more, like 60% on your left side, just a hair, just a hair. And that being said, your posture is decent, like you're nice and upright, but your hips need to be forwards. Your knees need to be more over your toes, kind of like a front squat position. As you come through zero, you can see your hips are behind your shoulders are forward, your hips are back. That's not great posture. Good posture would be hips forward towards your hands. And like I said, your knees more over your toes, shoulders back over hips, all that stuff. I'll elaborate more in email form later on. But yeah, otherwise, as you come through, like I said, this is a very nice methodical start. I like it. The biggest thing is also trying to use your right foot. Use your right leg. You need to push off this right leg and turn this right foot as the ball comes through. Literally, like as it comes off the hip, you need to think about turning this right leg and letting the ball pass long ahead of you. Let it get out left. As you can see, the tendency is, because you don't use this right foot, you can see this left side straightening out. And that right foot doesn't turn until the ball is at zero. So yeah, turn that right foot, use that right leg earlier in the entry, keep that posture, keep those hips towards your hands, towards the ball. And then this left side, and this camera angle is a little funky because it's not at zero, but it's not at 90 degrees or 270. It's a little bit off center. So it's hard to see exactly, but so like let's say if your hip stays here in the entry, or it should stay here, it should stay over this left heel more or less. You can shift back a little bit, but you don't want it dramatically too much. As you can see, your left leg straightens, and that's not very good. That means your center of mass is kind of going away from the ball when it needs to kind of stay closer towards the ball. So use this right leg more in the entry, keep this left leg more bent as the ball goes around left. Yeah, you see that straightening? That's no good. Don't straighten that left leg out. I know you're starting off the heel, but use that right side to propel the ball out left. Keep that left leg bent at like a nice, at this angle right here. If you kept your left leg bent at that angle and use this right side to propel the ball out left, that'd be real solid. So moving forward though, left leg straightens, posture's decent, coming off the heel, but like otherwise, like that left leg straightens out, but you still do a good job of coming around the left side. I think as I've said in many technical analysis videos, the left side is the axis, the right side is the engine. The left side needs to stay stable, and the right side needs to propel the ball around the left side. But otherwise, as you come through, nice long double support, You sneak that right leg in, posture, so you see, so this is good. This is good stuff right here, this posture. Perfectly straight up and down, orbit is nice and flat. For everybody out there watching this, this is how you should throw the weight. Nice, flat, easy, methodical entry. Very good. Tristan, I love it. I think you could step, it looks like you step around to get that foot down, and as you can see, your right foot lands just a little bit past your left foot. At this point, as the ball comes through here, literally just think about stepping towards the sector. The ball will rotate and pull you around, so your foot will come around, but you want to think about stepping closer in the direction of the sector, whereas right now you kind of looks like you try to step around. If you step towards the sector, you catch earlier with better posture. So, otherwise, you catch, weights, this is good posture. Shoulders over hips, over left ankle, left heel. This is prime stuff, people. So yeah, but otherwise, like, it looks like you're just a tad tight, and then you can see you start to open things up, like a little tight on the catch, and then you start to open things up, and your arms start to relax a little bit more after that. So yeah, so you come through, you land, you catch, left heel hits. As soon as that left heel hits, you want to keep this bend in the left leg, and once again use that right side. So it's the same sort of effect in the entry as it is in the later turns, because your left leg straightens out in the entry, and that's the motor pattern you have set. It's going to happen more and more later on. So as you can see, the left leg straightens out and pushes that hip back a little bit, and it's even going to be the same in the third turn. But so you come down with that right foot, and once that left heel gets down, you want to keep that left side where it is and use this right side to turn more. As you can see, it doesn't really turn until the ball is already past 0. And you're just a little high, but a little legs are a little straight, almost a little too straight. But I'm usually not one to say that, but I say what I see. Pretty straightforward guy. So otherwise, use that right side to hold that left side, and then as you come around, same sort of thing. You rise up just a little bit, like I said, because you're a little bit taller. You rise up, shoulders pulled back just a hair. It's almost unnoticeable, but otherwise you catch. And same thing goes back to the previous turn. Got to step towards the sector, step forward towards the sector. Once again, you kind of over rotate a little bit, and then see. So now here, so yeah, you over rotate and you land and you catch, and the ball's just about 270. But once again, solid posture. Here, everything's over that left side, over that left ankle. That's good. But then the ball starts turning. Your right leg starts turning with the ball, but that right side needs to be turning earlier. Once again, I think if you step towards the sector and think about turning that right foot earlier, it'll go better later on. And as you come through, once again, same thing in previous turn. I'm sure the left hip's going to shift back. No. Yeah. So in this turn, this is what I'm talking about. So once again, you catch with solid posture, that left heel comes down, and everything, that left side, shoulder, hip, ankle, knee, everything stays over there, and your right leg finally turns into that left side. Alright? This is solid stuff. Solid stuff, Tristan. Very good. And then as you come through, your left leg does straighten out a little bit. As you go to that toe, your left leg straightens out just a bit, and you rise with the ball. It's very subtle. You can see your hip height change just a hair. Just a little bit. And then as you come around, you catch. I think this is your worst posture on the catch. Your hips are a little bit back. Shoulders are a little bit forward. And then as you come through, you stand up very well on the finish. Well, this, once again, you stay down through the finish, I should say. You stay down through the finish. Sorry, misspoke. Stay down through the finish, your left heel comes through, and you're driving. And because you catch this, so you land late here, and in an effort to catch early and drive the finish, you prepare for the finish a little bit. So you catch super early, and because you catch too staggered, meaning your right foot is now too far back from the camera, whereas your left foot was a little bit behind your right foot. Earlier, your right foot is so much closer towards the sector, your right leg can't extend and turn like it needs to. You got to push backwards with that right foot towards the sector to drive the ball out. And because you can't do that because you kind of block yourself off here. It's the same concept in shot and disc. When you land in the power position and your left foot is not more open than your right, you can't extend your hips and push your hips forwards. So that left foot or right foot kind of comes back away. But overall, Tristan, like I said, there's some really good things in here, man. Like, I think you got a lot of potential in the weight and the hammer. Like I said, I liked your hammer video that you sent me. But this is just more pertinent for the time being. So yeah, overall, one more time running through. Good sling start, bump start. Keep that left leg bent, and turn that right side, turn that right leg. Use it to propel the ball out to the right. And don't straighten that left leg. And then step towards the sector. Overall, your posture on the catches is really good. I think you got a lot of potential. Yeah, if you fix that stuff in the entry in the first turn, it will be much easier to do in the second and third turns. So, yeah. If you guys out there want to get some knowledge gains, if you want me to drop some knowledge bombs on you, sign up for some programming, sign up for some coaching, sign up for an in-depth technical analysis over on my website, SeanDonnelly.biz. Go to the services page. I got a whole bunch of stuff listed. So, alright, thanks for watching. Tristan, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be sending you an email later today. Alrighty, Sean Don, peace and out. Time to go eat lunch.